right, will 2021 be better than 2020? We can only hope. Our auto expert, Mike Caudill, taking a look at trends from 2020 and what the future holds for 2021 when it comes to cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Well, thanks, guys. Over the past 12 months, the coronavirus pandemic has hit the auto industry just like it's hit every other industry across the country. And let's face it, we are all looking forward to putting 2020 in our rear view mirror. So what does 2021 have in store? Are consumers going to be looking to buy big trucks and SUVs? Are they going to be looking for sedans or even electrified vehicles? Well, to learn more about what's going through the minds of consumers and what consumers might be buying, I had a chance to sit down with Ford Motor Company's chief futurist, Cheryl Connolly, to learn a little bit more.
Thanks for having me. There's a lot to unpack in Ford's 2021 trend report. It's the 9th year that we've done this study, and it actually features surveys from 14 different countries. When we were doing the material for 2021, of course, COVID heavily influenced our focus, but there were also things to consider. There was social justice, polarization in terms of politics, dramatic wildfires around the world. So it covers the gamut of areas, and what we're trying to understand was consumers' values, attitudes, and behaviors.
And one of the questions I had for Cheryl is, during the coronavirus pandemic, who has been the most vulnerable?
What we found is that 67% of the people we spoke to worldwide said following the daily news was stressful. What's noteworthy, because that's a 17 percentage point increase from the last time we asked that question. It's not all that surprising that 2/3 of the people that we talked to said that they were overwhelmed by changes taking place in the world. And while many people have proven to be quite resilient, surprisingly resilient in many ways, it does appear that the youngest generation has struggled the most. Generation Z, those 18 to 23 years of age, 63% say that it was harder to adjust to the pandemic than they imagined. And they're twice as likely to report feelings of daily loneliness than their boomer generation. Half of them have moved in or moved closer to their family to deal with this time, and mental well-being has become a really topical issue. We see more and more people downloading wellness apps, and indeed Lincoln has offered a partnership with Calm. Now, it's changed the relationship that we have with our automobiles. We know that people are less likely to take a subway, train, or bus. About 50% and more of the people we spoke with agreed with that. In fact, 3/4 of the people we spoke to said they couldn't imagine life without their own personal automobile, because 1 in 5 use it as a place for privacy, 1 in 4 use it as a place to relax, 1 in 3 say it's a place to decompress or be alone, and my favorite stat is that 7% say they use it as a place to hide.
And guys, I think the biggest takeaway from the Ford Trends report that I learned was that consumers are going to be looking for different ways to buy cars as we move into 2021. They'll still be going to dealerships, but this new livery service where consumers can now take receipt of their cars at home, including service, will potentially be the new trend. For Fox 59, I'm Mike Caudill.